Jefferson starts this game off by moving the ball against Vernon. Watch Steve Stromolo power his way for a first down here for the Falcons to the Jefferson 42-yard line. But 3 plays later, the Falcons turn the ball over on this fumble as Chris Tuminello recovers for Vernon, and the Vikings have great field position to start their first series. Vernon takes to the air here, but Jefferson defensive end Ryan Boucher has other ideas as he sacks Vernon quarterback Matt Soltis for a 4-yard loss. Okay, Vernon's facing a 4th and 1 at the Jefferson 26, and watch this gutsy call by the Vikings as Matt Soltis hits his favorite target John Conklin on a play-action pass for 14 yards, but the Vikings would eventually turn the ball over on downs. Okay, Jefferson gets the ball back as Falcons quarterback J.R. Reese looks to pass, but watch Tyler Deutsch track him down as Ari Stoner comes in to help finish him off for a sack. And on the next play, Vernon DN Mike Sweeney gobbles up Reese for a sack, forcing a Jefferson punt. Vernon's defense came to play Friday night. After the Jefferson punt, Vernon starts to move the ball. Watch Soltis find Conklin again as he rolls out and hits Conklin on the far sideline for 19 yards and a first down to the Jefferson 10. And then Soltis takes it in from 6 yards out on this nice bootleg, and Vernon takes a 6-0 lead after the failed PAT early in the second quarter here at Anthony Masserino Stadium. Vernon's defensive line pressured J.R. Reese all game. This time it's Sean Ditmar with the sack, which forces another Jefferson punt. Vernon gets the ball back, and Jefferson's defense has an answer of its own. Watch Ryan Boucher and Sam Hoddle combine for the sack here, ending another Vernon drive with a punt. Jefferson's back on offense, but once again the Falcons turn the ball over. Watch as Ari Stoner scoops up the ball before being brought down at the Jefferson 3, and the Vikings are knocking on the door once again. But a penalty and some great Jefferson defense forced the Vikes to attempt a 23-yard field goal, and the Falcons bust through the line and block it, and Vernon holds a slim 6-0 lead at the half. Okay, third quarter we go, and Matt Soltis gets Colton Rembish into the act on this crossing pattern, which is good for 22 yards to the Jefferson 40 and a first down. Then Soltis, who was 12 of 16 for 146 yards, connects with Mike Freeman on the far sideline for a 13-yard pickup, and the Vikes are moving right down the field. And then watch Soltis find his big tight end Tyler Deutsch down the middle for a tough 22-yard gain as Deutsch is brought down at the Jefferson 8. The Vikings cap the impressive drive here as Tommy Higginson makes a nice cutback move, and he scores from 8 yards out, and the Vikings take a 12-0 lead after the Falcons block the PAT midway through the third quarter. Jefferson's trying to get back in this game, and on 4th and short at their own 24, the Falcons go for it, but Vernon's defense comes up big and stops the run, and Vernon takes over on downs. Big play right there. And Vernon takes advantage of the great field position with this nice 2-yard scoring strike from Matt Soltis to Chris Rourke in the back of the end zone, and Vernon takes a 20-0 lead heading into the fourth quarter. Jefferson finally gets on the scoreboard late in this game after a long drive as Steve Stromolo caps the march with his 33-yard score, but this night belonged to the Vernon Vikings as they post a 20-6 American Division win to improve to 2-6.
We played great. I really don't think we can describe it any better. The defense was amazing today. We let up 6 points at the end of the game, but hey, you can't shut out every team. Offense started out a little sluggish, but then once we got it going, we just kept going, and we put 20 points up on a good team.
First half, we were coming out, we were passing the ball, and we started running, and we are putting it together. Our running game's really coming around. I have to give it all to the line. They're really blocking hard, and it's just easy to run after behind them.
It was great. Everybody came out fired up, ready to play. Jefferson came out pretty fired up too. Everybody was hitting hard, and we just did our job a little bit better.
Offense didn't play as well as we thought, but they played very good in the second half, and our defense, we wanted to shut out, but 32 deserved a touchdown. He runs really hard, and we just played really hard the whole game, and our defense really played well. I was really happy with the performance.
We were just talking over on the side here, the fact that a couple weeks ago we were with you and we talked about until we start putting things together, everything, special teams, offense, and defense, that it wasn't going to happen for us. And that's what I felt we got today. I don't know there was any one area, defense, and I'll talk about them, I'm sure, in a second. You'll ask. But I like the fact that all 3 phases of it were pretty good.
Vernon's offense is run by Matt Soltis, as everyone knows, but they worked Tyler Deutsch into the mix tonight at tight end.
My role in the offense is just increased with I guess my ability, and I've stepped it up during practice, and that's impressed the coaches. I stepped it up in high point a little bit. That got them looking at me. And then today I started off a little slow, but then I just, short memory, I trusted Matt would get me the ball, and he did, and I got some good catches.
The tight end was involved, and that's what I'm talking about, the fact that everybody seemed to be involved. Johnny Conklin had a good game at receiver. Tyler Deutsch playing, and the tight end was good. Defense played well. Special teams were flying around the field. Maybe it wasn't just one person dominating, but it was a good team win.
Vernon was holding on to his 6-0 lead, and Tommy Higginson had a big 8-yard touchdown to give the Vikings a 2-touchdown lead.
Coach Deutsch said, look for the end marker. So I was looking for that, but I saw the whole defense go this way. So I'm not really that much of a cutback person, but I saw it. I took it. Shouldn't have reached out. It was almost a fumble, but got the touchdown, man.
Vikings now have 2 wins, and it's the beginning of a 3-game season, according to Coach Chuck Tepper, as they want to finish strong.
This is great. There's probably no better feeling right now, just because we've already increased our wins from 1 whole from last year, and the ability to go from 1-9 to possibly 4-6. It's just, in my eyes, it's not the best record, but it's completely turning the program around, and it's just great.
We just got to keep our heads in it. We can't get cocky. Take one game at a time. Morris Knowles, they're a good team. We just got to play to our potential. Which if we play all 4 quarters, we can definitely do it. I have faith in us. I know we can maybe probably win these last few games.
We really want to win as seniors because it's our senior year, and also to set the tone for our juniors next year because everyone works really hard, and a lot of our games that we've lost this year have been very disappointing, and it's just a great feeling to win, but we really need to start getting on the ball more. There's always more room to improve.
It's important for these seniors, and we've talked about that. We want to get that for them. The fact that we know the program's improved from last year to this year until now that we have an extra win that we didn't have last year, now it's tangible for those that read the paper in the morning. We've known it all along, but now we're starting to get it done, and we're starting to prove that. And coming into this week, we looked at this as the first of a 3-game winning streak that we're going to try and get. Now we got 1, so we can talk about 2. And if we can get 2 next Friday, then we'll talk about 3. But it would be a great way for these seniors. The biggest thing I had to have after this was just seeing them smile. Afterwards, because it's been a long season.